And with that, we are back at game 7 of my road to 2300. I'm playing Tenson with the white pieces today, and so far I'm 0-2 against him. I know this name. I'm playing white, and we get the Sicilian again. We again get this as we got in game 2, this canal attack. And now I'm going striking the center with d4. The thing is, I'm basically playing Maroxy Bind, a Kramnik variation, with my bishop being out. So basically, I'm playing a good Kramnik, but black doesn't have e6 committed. So that's the trade-off. And to be honest, here I kind of got nervous for some tactics. I thought maybe like b3 and solidify, but since I played so bad in the game before, I was okay. I was like, okay, just play solid. And we both played solid, traded the dark square bishops, traded queens. Now he has a knight on c5, I have a knight on c3. I control the d file. Here I'm kind of trying to maybe threaten e5 if he would have placed his knight here first, and maybe would have had c5. That's also what I thought. But like, even if I want to play completely safe, play knight e2, trade down into a rook endgame. This is a draw, easy. And yeah, that's about what happens. Now he has a backwards pawn on d6. I'm bringing my knight back to get my knight to e2 and trade off his strong knight on d4. He trades. Now I'm controlling the open e file. And here is like, yeah, I could make a draw. Like, after king f3 and he takes, I could make a draw with AB. Because here what we see is the principle of two weaknesses in action. Two weaknesses in action. He has one weakness, I have one weakness, and that's not enough to make progress because one weakness is defendable. However, two weaknesses is not defendable. And here I thought I want to play this game for something, and I'm taking with the rook. So if he now plays AB and something like h5, I can switch to the a file, and I thought I have a slight advantage. Yeah, maybe it's level zeros, but I thought I had the better zeros position. And if he doesn't take, which he didn't, then I have a outside passed pawn, and he has this weakness on d6. What I underestimated is his counterplay with rook a4, because now I also have two weaknesses, and yeah, I kind of get outplayed. Here is immediately where I noticed, like, shit, this playing for a win was not the way. And here I thought I could maybe sneak in the king and get the h6 pawn, and then have two outside path pawns. And this is where I made a mistake. Here again, I could have just went back, and I didn't see any good way for him to continue. But I wanted to play this. I thought I was going for a win. And here's like, I thought, okay, this rook still covers both weaknesses. I get the h6 pawn and I win. But yeah, he has d5, and now his king comes in. And unfortunately, this pawn and rook endgame is just completely lost. Nice technique here by him. Because here he cuts off my king. Because if he, yes, it was probably still be winning if he did something like this. Yeah, I get my king in, and he has to be careful. But when he cuts my king, no chance. Yes, I get my rook behind the passed pawn, but the king can escort the rook, and here he plays rook b7. I'm playing some move, and next move of him from him will be king b1 and queens. That's the game. Kind of sad, because I think I could have made a pretty easy draw against a 2300 player. But yeah, I wanted to place for something and got outplayed. Just simply got outplayed. And that's about what happened. I think this game is a pretty nice example of the principle of two weaknesses, because in this position, we both can't really make any progress, because he can defend his one weakness and I can defend my one weakness pretty easily. But once I created a second weakness for myself, that's when I got in trouble. And yeah, that's game. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.